Hi everybody, how you going? How you doing? Sal Galvin from Jared on Mind Fitness. I wanted to get in today and explain to you guys really from quite a deep level what the MindFit Academy, the MindFit Kids Academy is. I'm going to cover that at the end, the specifics. I got the board here with all my modules and my stories. First of all, I wanted to tell you why I created the MindFit, firstly Jared on Mind Fitness, but then with COVID-19 when it struck and I had to shut that business, I wanted to pivot and do what I've always wanted to do, which was put these courses online. And the reason that I started the MindFit Kids Academy is because I get it. I'm a mother of 4 boys and I have done some personal development, and I'm always doing personal development in some form or another. And I have never understood why there is something that's not out there, why there is not something or nothing that I had found out there that was personal development easily digested by kids. And so, I don't know about you, but I have woken up in the middle of the night. I've written down some notes because this is heartfelt and I don't want to miss anything. I have woken up in the middle of the night worrying about my child's ability to navigate, or any of my children in individual times, ability to navigate life successfully, socially and emotionally. And I don't know about you, but I remember when my babies were born. And I remember looking down at them and thinking to myself, these little darlings, they have so much potential in life. Do you know, like they're just these pure, magnificent beings that, you know, can do anything. And they're going to reach their dreams and lead a happy, fulfilling life full of prosperity and joy and fun, you know, and fulfilling all their dreams. And I would do anything in my power to make that happen. Do you remember being a new mum? It doesn't even matter how many children you have, whether you have 1 or whether you have 10. I don't know if I could handle 10, but whether you have 4 or 5. You look at this beautiful, fresh soul and you see all the potential that they can have. You know, that's in them, that's within them. You see them for what they are. And I would often dream of the greatness each and every single one of my children could reach and all the things that they were going to achieve in their lifetime. I'd dream, you know, as I was feeding them. And, you know, living in that newborn bubble is quite amazing, really. It's a really pure, beautiful place to be. And then when you fast forward to present time now, so my eldest is 16 and my eldest is 14, the age of my children. My eldest is 14 and my youngest is 6. Fast forward to present day when we're at school and they're being influenced by others. Okay, it's not just you in your bubble where your child gets everything from you and dad and those select few people that you have in your life. So, you know, and you can't live in your bubble, and your perfect little achiever is getting knocked down, getting knocked back and getting ridiculed, sometimes teased, sometimes taunted. They come back in, not all the time, but this is what happens, and it happens to every child, even by their peers, even by other adults. When your perfect little individual is belittled by other adults because they don't know any better, by media, internet, TV, social media, magazines. And you see this amazing little human being that you had so many aspirations for as a newborn, shrunk, slink back, their self-esteem reduces, they lose their self-confidence at some point in time, and you feel the pain because when you are there, you've been there too and you know what it's like. So... And do I really have all the tools that I need? Or do the children really have all the tools that they need to deal with the adversity in life? Because life isn't all about the positives. Any of us that have lived any more than 7 years or 8 years realize that there's negative. When you get out of that bubble of, we can't live in a vacuum, we need to live with other people, and other people are often mean. Other people there are negative things out there that happen to us. And so then when I'm seeing my children struggling with, what the same things that I struggled with when I was a little girl, I started doubting myself as a parent. And I'd even blame others for my inadequacy, like my husband or the system or society or anything really. But when I really looked at it, I tried parenting workshops, I've tried parenting books, other advice from other mums. I felt like no one had the answers in a nutshell for what I needed. And there was no actual hardcore material that I could use to teach my children how to grow and how to develop properly, personally, so that they could overcome any adversity that hits them. And then one night I find myself lying like on the kitchen floor in the middle of the night, eating a tub of ice cream, wondering what the hell am I going to do here? Because there was no answer, to be honest. And I've just always wanted to be able to create grounded, resilient, well-adjusted children reach their full potential. And so I understand the frustration if you're a parent going through this right now. Tell me if you have. So the pressure social media and the internet, TV, society put on our children to conform in a certain way these days, and the easy and continuous access that kids have to all of these platforms. It's much easier these days for children to be influenced by others, positive and negative. And as a result, the negative influence has increased anxiety levels in all children across the board in Western society. And a lot of adults in Australia particularly have this she'll be right attitude. A lot of fellow parents have, where they'll say that they didn't need these skills when you were growing up, because we probably didn't. We didn't need to know how to overcome adversity as much as children do nowadays. We also didn't need to know how to calm, still and center the mind as much these days as children, as much when we were growing up 41 years ago, as much as children do now. And a lot of the Australian sort of she'll be right attitude doesn't take into consideration the exposure that children have today to the easy accessibility and exposure kids have today to things that they don't need to, things that are beyond their years. The fast-pacedness in society has really sped every child's life and world up. And the she'll be right, we didn't need it attitude that some parents have, and that's okay for them to have it, but it's not working. There is a huge increase in depression, anxiety, and God forbid suicide in young people, young Australians right now. And it's on the rise. So there are some mindfulness, social and emotional programs that are out there, and I've been looking for them to help with this soaring rate of anxiety, depression, all at different levels, okay? There are some programs out there, but I often am turned away because they are fluffy, they are airy-fairy, wishy-washy, and no realistic guidelines, and they are not backed by science. So they're unrealistic to do, and it won't hold your child's attention. So I get it, I've lived it, I know what it feels like, and this is why I've put together these programs. So imagine if you could go in depth with your child, firstly, about how their mind works, backed by neuroscience, digestible so kids can understand it, not just whims and guesses. And secondly, use that information to help them feel happier, attain their own goals, work out what their goals are first, and then chase them down and attain them, and then feel more confident within their own selves. So empower children to do whatever it is that they are good at and enjoy it. Imagine if, okay, this is the way I like to think. Imagine if you were confident that your child was their own person, standing in their own power and not influenced by negative peer pressure, And how at ease your mind would be if you knew your child was mentally resilient enough to navigate those negative experiences and negative people that happens in life with skill and ease, knowing that they are able to overcome any adversity in their life, bounce back and try again. So those things, imagine if you were confident that you knew your children had those tools to be resilient, to be self-confident, to chase down their dreams, to stand in their own power. I know that at 10, 11, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I would love to have had those skills. But it wasn't even known then. So I just want to quickly so that is me. That is why I created these programs. And I'm really proud of them. The results I'm getting is epic. Mind Mastery is the very first level within the program. Mind Mastery, the MindFit Kids Academy, right? Mind Mastery is the first level. And one of the stories, the very first story, talks about how your mind shapes your world. What you believe is what you achieve. And it talks about, this is just one of the stories. So the content in this, there is so much. There's 38 stories, okay, in total. The first story, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of it so you can understand what exactly it's about. It's conscious and subconscious minds, okay? So it talks about, it's all run through Albert the Wise Unicorn. He is the main character in every book. And he helps the children with real life events. And he talks about the subconscious and conscious and subconscious minds. So he breaks it all down and teaches the children about, when we make conscious decisions, that's our conscious mind. But our subconscious mind is in the back of our brain and it is running all the time. So that is how, and our subconscious mind is set up by our belief systems. And this is how we form positive and negative belief systems, and that shapes the rest of our world. Limiting beliefs and supporting beliefs. So these are some pretty hardcore information that a lot of adults don't even know. But if we could, that's story number one. And it's broken down in a story that kids can understand. And it's fun. There's worksheets that they go through. My younger kids like to colour in as they go. And it's absorbing in. So that's story number one. In Mind Mastery, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories, and there's a bonus story, 6 stories. And then there's also a meditation that runs through at the end. Albert runs them through a body scan and a white light meditation, which just helps them. It's a 4-minute meditation, helps them to calm still and center their mind. So meditation is one part of it, but it's not everything. We also need to understand about mind mastery. That's the first one, the way the mind works. Second one is you mastery, where we talk about self-responsibility, integrity and honesty, respect for others, kindness and respect for others, kindness and respect for yourself, how to make good decisions. That's a really important one. A lot of children don't know how to make decisions because all the decisions are made for them. But when we leave home, we're then supposed to know how to make decisions straight away. So good decision making and how to make good decisions. So it's broken down for the kids and it's done in a story that's fun. And then the last one is standing up to negative peer pressure, which I think is really important. Kids need to be able to not even just big stuff, negative peer pressure, just small stuff, negative peer pressure, like what you wear, what you eat, stuff, just small stuff, things like with body image for children, for girls particularly, and actually for boys as well. So I can talk underwater about this. I'm so passionate about this. This is going to be a game changer. So that is the MindFit Kids Academy. A fair bit deeper than I've given it before. And you get it at Jared on Mind Fitness. I'll put the link in below. Well, actually, you just go to the website here and look it up. And once you've bought the program, you've got it for life. It won't be taken away and it won't be taken down. You'll get your login details and you can access it. So if you've got multiple children, you only need one program. And you just need to email us at Jared on Mind Fitness Proprietary Limited @gmail.com. And if you have multiple children, there's just a fee because the kids get prizes as they go. So if you have 2 children, unless you let us know, you'll only get one of the prizes at the end. So the idea is for the kids to go through their levels and collect all the jewels and the coins and get their certificates so that at the end they get their prize and they are then a MindFit kid. All right, that's it, guys. I could keep talking, but that's really what the MindFit Kids Academy is. I'm really proud to present it to you guys. All right, so go in, check it out, share it on. I know that there are hundreds and hundreds and thousands of children out there that need to get into this program. And I know that there are hundreds and thousands of mums out there that are struggling, because I have struggled. I know exactly, I'm an intelligent woman, and I know exactly how tricky parenting is. And when you have your children, when you have your children faced with adversity, it breaks your heart. It really does, because you remember what it was like when you were a child. And sometimes our children need to learn from somebody other than mum and dad. So that is why you pop it on, they listen and watch the story, and they fill out the worksheets. And if you listen along as they're going, then you understand what page they're on, and you can chat to them about what was discussed in the story, because it's really amazing stuff, I have to say. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Ciao for now.